Welcome to episode 13 of Unscripted Podcast with Darren and
Josephine.
Yay!
Hello.
Another episode.
And yet,
Another day. Another
we're
day, another
still
episode.
here.
Yes. Still going strong.
Mm-hmm.
And
So Darren, what have you been up to? How are you? Tell me everything.
I've been doing pretty good, to be honest. Things has been going pretty okay, and I've been enjoying life. Although sometimes it hits you in the gut, but
Mhm.
you kind of deal with it. You kind of befriend, your this thing called life. What about you, Joe? What have you been up to?
For once, I can relate to you. Life
Yeah.
hasn't been that bad because I've
Mhm.
been taking vitamin D. Who knew all this time all I needed was some extra vitamin D because I am
Mhm.
so deprived of it that now that I'm taking it regularly, I am full of energy and I'm so happy.
Yeah, guys, this is so rare. No, it's just rare. Like, Joe just doesn't usually have this kind of energy, but now she does. Today she does.
Yeah, because you know how usually people say they have an RBF, a resting bitch face? For me,
Mm.
I have a resting tired face. I'm just constantly tired. But now, I am so full of
She's
energy.
live.
I'm just like, let's go. I'm so productive. I've ticked off everything in my to-do list for this week, and it's only Tuesday.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm so proud of you.
thank you. Guys, if you're listening, if you feel down, check your vitamin D. You probably need vitamin D.
You
Because,
mu-
we're in quarantine, too. We don't get a lot of
Uh-huh.
sun anyway, to begin with,
True.
Yeah. So that's been great.
That's right.
And also,
That's
I'm losing my
good.
voice.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll survive by the end of the podcast. Hopefully I don't have to
Mhm.
talk by myself. And you're just like, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Um,
that should happen.
so-
One day one day you should just do an episode on your own. That
Or
That sounds
we can just do an
interesting.
episode where we don't speak. So people would just watch our YouTube video.
that defeats the whole
That would
purpose
be
of a
fine.
podcast.
It would be like a quiet podcast.
No, it should be like an
That would be
ASMR type of thing. We should have a mukbang.
Oh my god, speaking of ASMR,
Mm-hmm.
I just found out that, typing ASMR, like keyboard ASMR, it's so satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just so satisfying.
I agree. I think for me, any type of ASMR is satisfying. Except for when people, talk. I don't know why.
Yeah. No,
It's-
I don't really enjoy that.
Yeah. But, I kind of enjoy watching people eat.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
I know
why.
maybe
It's so
you
weird.
guys who are hearing this might not agree to what we are fond of, but it does kind of make me feel like, oh, it's so personal, like so close
Yeah.
to me.
And sometimes it's so satisfying if you find that
Yeah.
one mukbanger that is just the way they eat is so satisfying to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is weird
Although
or not.
although there are some like I feel like we would know like what a good food mukbang ASMR would look like,
Yes.
because sometimes people just see it like but it's not everything that I watch like I like, because some they don't know how to do it. Like they
Mhm.
just don't. They just hop
I
on the
agree.
trend and
I
it just
agree.
doesn't
Sometimes
make
it's
sense.
disgusting, but if you do it
Exactly,
right, it's very
sometimes they're
satisfying.
disgusting.
Especially
Yeah,
ramen
so-
mukbangs. Ugh. I love watching people eat ramen. I don't know
I
why.
like when they eat like crispy food, like fried food things.
Oh, I don't like that because I don't like crispy
Really?
food. Because it
Oh.
hurts my mouth. So like whenever I listen to that, I'm like that hurts my mouth.
Ow.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's stabbing my mouth even though I am
I
not
guess
eating it.
I guess that makes sense, because you would watch something that you like eating. Like I would
Yeah.
watch something I'd love eating.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's interesting.
Anyway, this is so far off from the
Okay.
topic that we're gonna talk about today. Don't know how we get there. Well,
Which is
to start it off, I think one of the reasons why I am losing my voice is because this week I've been singing a lot. I have to like talk a lot too for like rehearsals and stuff. So I'm losing my voice. And that kind of relates to the topic of today, which is
auditioning.
yeah, a very, very crucial part of our job of this
Basically.
industry that we're in.
Yep. So
I think-
audition.
Yeah, I think how we like agree to talk about auditions is because we have been in the process of auditioning for a program, I guess.
Yes, it's a program.
Mm-hmm. And
So
we,
like it's a program. Wait, should we tell them like what the program is
maybe
like?
not.
Okay.
You guys will
It's a
have to just
program.
wait and find out soon.
Yeah, it's a program.
But yeah, I think when I applied first before Darren, and that process was very stressful, and I think you now can relate to that after, applying.
Literally, like, oh my god. But well, like just to be clear, it's a musical theater program. It's not like, like
Oh,
random
yeah.
programs. It's a
Mhm.
musical theater program. But yeah, about that audition process.
How
I
was it?
I feel like kind of not pressured as much, because the thing is, I don't know, I just feel like no, I'm not gonna say that. I just feel like there's the pressure of just being perfect in front of the camera.
Mhm.
Because the thing is, when you audition, you usually do it in person, and you would not be super self-conscious about, is this a good angle, am I looking at the correct focus?
Mhm.
But when you're doing it digitally, virtually, through like, video submissions, that's like, I need to look perfect. I need to be perfect. I don't know, that's how I experience it. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, I think that's kind of like the downside. Well, there's pros and cons with, auditioning online, is that you can, retake if you feel like it's not
That's
good
true.
enough. Because like in like an offline audition, you only get one chance, you
Yeah.
know? But like
Yeah.
this, you kind of like get multiple takes. But also, that's kind of bad for like you mentally because you
Yeah.
nitpick every single thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But I think for us performers, this kind of situation is kind of like good for practice for us too, to like take self tapes. Cause like, I feel like I'm saying like a lot. I'm getting self conscious.
Like.
I've been trying to not say like as much, but bear with me. Where was I? Oh, well, I've gotten used to recording myself, I guess. So I think it's kind of good too that we are getting used to that so that we don't, when I first got into self tapes, I would record multiple times. But that's kind of unreasonable. Not unreasonable. Is that the right word?
Unreasonable, yeah.
It's straining for your voice too having to do that over and over again, because naturally you want to choose a song or a part of the song that is very that is the climax of the song to show off your range and everything. So usually it would go
True.
yeah. And like if you take multiple takes, it kind of puts a lot of pressure on your voice too. I think that's one of the reasons
can
too
relate.
why my voice is gone.
Yeah, and like and the thing is that you just want to do it more and more because for example, your first take is not good enough. Like some things you mess up some things and you want to redo it the second time, but on the second time, yes, you fix those points, but then you made mistakes on other parts. So you're like, okay, let me redo it again. You see, like that's for me, and like it's just like how much is enough? How many takes is enough for me? Because even though I submit it, like I know that there are still some mistakes that I did, but I decided like I'm gonna submit it anyway because if I'm not gonna submit it, not gonna ever submit it. I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know?
And also
So, like,
some of like the like quote unquote mistakes is something that only us will notice.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Cause like we know ourselves the best, so like we would think,
Yeah.
oh, we can do it better. But honestly, I don't know. I think I've learned to just accept how I sound like specifically for singing, because I don't think that's the hardest. The hardest is dance. I'm just so bad at dancing.
I love dancing. I just love dancing. Yeah, like I'm the opposite. Like I with singing, I'm like okay, but with dancing, I'm like yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just very bad at dancing.
No, but we are still learning. We all are learning.
That's true.
But I should say that you have more experience in front of the camera than me because you always film yourself. Like even before, like with Senstacom, you did a lot of song covers. So I feel like it's not as challenging because you've been in front of the camera pretty often. Like for me, like I don't necessarily do that.
I sound so
I don't know why.
narcissistic.
Maybe I should. No, but check out her YouTube channel. But she does a lot. You do a lot. But that's good.
Yeah, it's a good practice because I feel like if
Yeah, it's a good practice.
sometimes even if I'm just like I'm bored and I wanted to sing, I would record myself because I think that's really good practice.
Yeah.
To like listen to yourself sing. I think that helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also it helps with like acting too, acting choices. It's really good. So if you're out there and you are pursuing music theater, record yourself. It's scary, but you have to record yourself to see.
Mm-hmm. And I think that also goes along with dancing. Like whenever you dance as well, you at the moment when you're dancing, you feel like you're doing the right movement. You're like, my arms are straight, but when you record yourself, you actually see what happened. Or like what's happening with your body. And you're like, oops, you're sickling your foot, your like head is tilting. So I think it goes along with like, because your phone is neutral. Like it will tell you what clearly happened.
It's the most honest opinion you'll get.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you need to be friends with them.
Yeah.
So
that is very true.
That's a good way to approach it.
Speaking of auditions, I had like 3 or 4 auditions in the past month, which is the most I've ever done, I think.
Wow.
Considering it's the pandemic and everything. But yeah, so I think that's why all I can think about is auditions. I think that's why I suggested to Darren that maybe we can talk about auditions.
Wait, but for the auditions, like, do you submit the same videos to them, or like? I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, so the first audition I did was for this program that Darren is joining as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they required no backing tracks,
Yeah.
right? And I think I kind of just sent that over to the other auditions too. Except for one. So like, cause I have 3, so I sent it to this other one. And then, but then callbacks is stressful too. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
But for this last one, I just had this audition like 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. And it was
it
a
live? No,
yeah,
right?
it was a live audition through Zoom.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
How did it
that was
go?
interesting. It went okay, I think, in my opinion. I did forgot my monologue.
Oh no. That was-
So I just kind of improvised a bit. Thankfully, it's a monologue that I think not a lot of people know. It's from 9 to 5, the musical. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be hearing from them in like a week to see if I
Okay.
got the part or
I'm
not.
sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
If not, I'll just be an ensemble. I'm okay with that too.
Wait, then how did you? Was it in the middle part where you lost it?
The last part, I kind of forgot a character's name, so
Mhm.
it took a while. So I did like a 2-second pause, but like a 2-second pause in the middle of a monologue it feels like an eternity.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just like paraphrase. I paraphrased the sentence. And it's supposed to be age appropriate, right? I mean, it's appropriate for my age, but like some of the people auditioning were like 14 or 13 and stuff. So the line is, everybody here knows you and Mr. Hart are having an affair. That's what I was supposed to say. But I completely forgot everything. And and I said, everybody knows you are hooking up with Mr. Hart. And I don't know if hooking up is like an appropriate term or not, but well, that's fine.
Oh, wow.
I think
What show is it for? What show are they auditioning it for?
It's like this original musical kind of thing. But an
Nice.
online musical though. It's for this
Oh,
December.
okay.
So stay tuned on my Instagram for some information.
Ooh. So you're gonna hear the callback from them next week?
Yes, hopefully. I think. Yeah.
Oh my god! Best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're gonna get it.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I think I compensate a lot with singing. Because singing is my strongest suit out of acting and dancing.
Yes.
Hopefully. But
Ugh.
yeah.
How is it though? Like auditioning live? Because I've never done it. I don't think so.
I hate it. I hate auditioning because it's so scary.
Uh-huh.
Right? I mean,
But what's like the situation with your screen when you're auditioning? Do you set it to see yourself, or do you set it to their faces, or you just close your computer and like what how did you do?
what do you mean?
Wait. Like, cause it's live, right? Through Zoom.
Yeah.
So do you put yours, like how do I say it? Like
Oh,
your
it's just like this.
self-view,
Like how
or
we're
do you
zooming
put
right
it-
now. It's
Okay,
literally
but right
just
now
like this.
my face is on a tiny box, and the rest of it is just your face on my end. I said it that way.
Oh. No, I highlight myself.
Oh, so you're seeing
I'm
yourself.
looking at myself because like I can just pretend
Okay.
that I'm just like alone and no one's watching me.
Yeah.
There was like almost 30 participants and I'm just like this is a lot of people because like when you're auditioning in real life, normally the people who are in the room are just like the director, the producer,
Yeah.
and just like the production team.
Right.
Whereas this one,
Yeah.
everyone can watch you, which is it was so weird and so scary. But
Yeah.
it's good. I kind of felt good after because, all the nerves came back. Because like for a year and a half, we've been doing online stuff with no audience and no singing live. I kind of got the nerves again, which is kind of nice.
That's good. Speaking of like virtual audition, there was this one time where I saw like local celebrities, local artists, they held a virtual audition through Instagram Live. Like it's really okay. I have like conflicting opinions because on one side, like yes, it's good that you're using what people use the most, like social media platform. Secondly, is that like you can reach more people, you can get your work out there because you basically have everyone watching you.
Yeah.
But on the other end, I'm like, it was so chaotic because you need to like people are requesting right to be part to join your live.
Yeah.
And the way they picked it was like random people. They would just like click on anyone, and sometimes it didn't work the way they wanted it to. Like there was like really bad people, like people were not ready. Like singing and acting. Like there was no singing. I think most of them are like just acting, but they were not prepared. Because for example, you just joined in the live and you were like on the way home from like somewhere, and then you got picked, and then you're like,
Oh my god, I've never heard of this. That is insane.
Yeah, it's really,
that
really
just
weird,
like it sounds so chaotic.
It was so chaotic. I was like, and I even requested it, because I know that I would get picked because there's like hundreds of people who are trying to get in.
Did you get picked?
So like, no, I did not, because they only picked like 5 people. Oh my god, it was so
what?
Weird. I think it was part of their promotion. So just to get people going, like, oh my god, they're doing this musical or like this film. So
gotcha.
It was a good way of advertising their production. But
in my opinion for that, I don't like auditions that you have to upload on your social media. I don't know why. Because I feel like audition videos are so personal and you feel so vulnerable, and posting it on social media is just like
my baby.
I did it once. It's not really an audition actually. It's just like a competition, which I think it's better than like an audition.
Yeah, it's different.
But yeah, I did it once and never again.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it also. I did it twice. Although, now that I think about it, like I kind of enjoy doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a way, like I wouldn't be able to let people know that this is what I do. This is what I'm doing. Because I wouldn't be posting my singing videos, dancing videos, acting videos when they're not required. So I think it kind of pushed me in a way. But yes, I do think personal audition videos are personal, and it's just between you and the people who are judging you.
Yeah.
And the production team. It's not for like public consumption. So yeah, I do have mixed feelings about that scene.
But also, I just want to add, why don't you post your singing or dancing videos?
Oh my god, I don't know. I feel like, again, like with doing it in front of the camera, you just feel like you need to do it perfectly, and I don't know if like there's any point that I'm fully satisfied with what I've like recorded, with what I
Mm-hmm.
have in front of me. But that's something that I'm trying to work on,
Yeah.
is to like,
I can help with
yeah, cause like with cause with you, you just have everything. Like your content is basically you're singing, you're dancing, and you're acting. Well,
that.
mostly
Mm-hmm.
singing, but with me, like there's a lot of things going on my page, and like I'm afraid if I just do singing and dancing out of nowhere, people will be like, what's happening right now? Like,
No,
but I do think like it's worth a shot.
I think people would be like, "Oh, this person is so multi-talented."
That he doesn't know what to focus on. Like he does everything.
Jack of all trades, master of none. It's okay. I feel you.
Oh my
I feel you.
Oh.
Then probably
But
we
yeah.
need to do some projects for Sensacom so that you post
Yeah.
and record more.
That would
Noted,
work.
Darren. It is noted.
Oh my god, that was. Oh yeah, but yeah, it's because also my vocal teacher, the one I mentioned, I think I talked to you before. Like she asked me like, why don't you? Like
Mm-hmm.
she's been bugging me on that. Like, come on, like just get it out there.
Yeah.
Like, cause as you know, like singing is not my strongest suit. So when I did the dancing competition one, I think you saw
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I love doing that. So maybe I
Yeah.
should do more of that. Do more of the things that I love, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Choreograph something and then post
Yeah.
it. I think that's a good idea. Or you can just start off with
Okay.
like posting it on your story so that, after 24 hours it disappears.
Yeah.
I think I
And you
started
kind of
with
see
that
like
with
people's
singing.
feedback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you do that with singing?
Yeah. I
So you
used to
tell the story.
post a lot, and now I'm just like filled with insecurity, so I don't anymore.
But you recently just posted.
Yeah, but like that took a lot.
Wait, your
Especially
original song, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Actu-
that one.
That's like the first original song that I've ever posted anywhere. So,
Really?
yeah. But I used to do covers a lot on my stories. But not anymore.
Musical covers?
Yeah.
Maybe you should do it again. Well, not now, because you're losing your voice. Maybe like next week or something.
I have some footage. No, but I think it comes with like followers too. Like I don't have a lot of followers, but for me that's a lot already. That's like a lot of people who can potentially see and hear
Yeah.
my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should start.
You should.
I'll start again if you do it too, Darren.
Okay, if I do what? Let's be clear.
I don't know, covers or dancing videos? We should make a challenge
Covers?
then.
Okay. I like this one.
Anyway, back to auditions.
Okay. Back to auditions. Okay, Joe. Most awkward audition experience. Go. Not the worst, the most awkward.
The most awkward. Okay, so I was in Sydney, but I was auditioning for an Indonesian musical because my friends knew the production team and they're like, oh, just join, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I want to support them.
Mhm.
But here's the thing with me. I cannot for the life of me sing in Indonesian because I am so insecure because I cannot roll my R's. Uh, and and it's totally fine. Like if you can't roll your R and you
Yeah.
sing Indonesian, that is more power to you.
Yeah.
It's just my own, you know,
Yeah.
insecurity, and I am such a perfectionist when it comes to me and my singing that um, I just don't like how I sound singing in Bahasa. So that's the reason why since middle school, I try to perfect my English and my
Uh-huh.
accent and stuff. But
Wait, but there's
but
you sang in Bahasa.
when?
Okay, for when?
For what?
When? That's basically the
Oh,
first time I saw you singing
yeah,
in Bahasa.
yeah. Well, but
Because that's for a gig.
that
Yeah,
was
that's
just
it,
like
that's it.
an ensemble thing. That's like a, you know, we're just backup singers and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fine. You can't hear me very well, so I'm good with that.
I did.
Oh yeah, you did. You were in the room.
I did. That was the first time I had an encounter. Well, not really, because we didn't really talk, but like that's the first time I saw you or heard you sing Indonesian.
Yeah, it was so
Which happens to be the first time I
bad because I was so self-conscious about it that the notes that we were required to sing are notes that I am like comfortable with, you know? And
Mhm.
the registers and everything, chest voice, head voice, I'm good with all of that. But the fact that it was in
Yeah.
Indonesian threw me off so bad that it took a while
Yeah.
for me to record my part. And yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was bad. But anyway,
yeah.
this audition, I was told that I can just audition with an English song. That's totally fine. So I'm like, okay, sign me up. I can just be the ensemble. I can just, you know, dance. I don't mind at all. I just want to support this community. But then after I sang my song, they're like, "Can you try and sing an Indonesian song?" And I'm like, the last time I listened to an Indonesian song was in middle school because since then I knew what I wanted to do, so I just drowned myself in, you know, musical songs to try and learn as much as I can about that. So I kind of leave all the Indonesian songs behind. So I have no idea. Even the songs that I knew, I don't know anymore. And then, so I said, "Oh, I don't know any Indonesian songs. I'm so sorry." But they're still like, "Oh, just sing Indonesia Raya." That is our national song.
Oh my god.
And because I was like panicking at this point because I'm like, I don't want to sing in Indo. So I'm like, I can't remember. Genuinely, I could not remember our national song.
She forgot our national anthem. That's the. Oh my god.
Yeah. So
You
I literally
sang
said, I'm so sorry. I cannot. So I left the room. But I got the part.
Did you-
part.
Okay, you got the part.
And then I quit a month later.
So you didn't do the show.
No, I quit to do Senstacom. To start Senstacom, essentially. So
Oh.
that's not so bad, right?
Wait, why did you decide to start Sensicom in the middle of the production?
Well, okay. So I was planning on doing a concert because our first production was Melodies of Disney. It's just like a concert. And I didn't know if that's going to happen or not. But then I decided to go home. But the musical was happening when I was supposed to be home.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me just quit this and
I see,
continue
I see.
on with the concert. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah.
Oh my
That
god.
was my most awkward audition. What about you?
I don't think I have one. I really don't. I don't quite remember. Like auditioning.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, No, I can't think. Like I'm sure there are a couple of times, but I just I can't think of one.
Ooh,
Like awkward ones. I don't think I get one.
I have another story. I
What?
auditioned
What is
for
it?
Waitress the musical, like the Australian production, and that was very last minute. I didn't get it, obviously. But I saw they were holding auditions because sometimes they don't advertise this, right? Uh,
Yeah,
Most
you
of
have
them
to
are very
find them.
low key. Yeah, and most of them
Yeah.
they just gave it to agents so that people who have agents would, know about the audition. But then I found
Yeah.
this website and it says that they are opening auditions and it's a legit website. And I'm like,
Uh
I
huh.
should try this. But then when I saw the deadline, it was like tonight. And I'm like, do I
Oh,
do
you did it, and then
this?
you did it.
I did it.
Wait, online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're doing online auditions and then their callbacks is, offline.
Okay.
So I did that. Didn't get it, obviously. And also it's hard. It's hard when you're still in uni too, cuz they would think, "Oh, schedules and stuff would be kind of challenging,
Right.
right, for the
Yeah.
rehearsals and stuff." And I
Mhm.
I applied for an audition to book an audition for Frozen the musical for Australia. Obviously didn't get it too.
Wait, online as well?
Yeah, but they basically ask for your information and your CV and everything, and then they decide if you can audition or not.
So they
Yeah.
will like review your all
Yeah.
those things, and then they will decide. Okay, you can
Yes.
audition.
Yes.
Interesting.
Mhm. So that was fun.
Well, there was this. It didn't happen. Like the audition actually didn't really happen,
Mhm.
but I got contacted from like a casting person, something like I showed it on my second, like I told my second account
Oh yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about that
I
audition.
remember.
So basically, you don't remember?
I remembered.
Oh, you remember? Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, I woke up this morning, like not this morning, like one
One
morning,
morning.
and then I got an email from like casting person like saying like, oh, you are like, we want you to audition for American Idol, and I was like, I'm so confused because they told me that they have my audition video, and I don't know from
Oh.
where. Yeah, so I basically like asked her like, okay, here's the info that you need, that you wanted, and then everything, and then I never actually gotten back from them.
Mhm.
So I don't know why,
Kind of
because maybe
sketchy.
like I told them like I'm in Indonesia, I'm
Yeah.
Indonesian, and I don't have like a student visa or like a tourist visa currently, so that might be why,
Mhm.
but that's just like really interesting because I never gave out my audition videos to
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
but maybe I've sent it to other other people, other organizations, and then she got it
Mhm.
from there.
They just
So
recommended you.
interesting. Yeah, they would just recommend it, and I'm sure like she sent out hundreds of emails probably, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause when they refer to people, like it would just be a lot and lots of them.
I have an
But yeah, that was like a
experience
fun
that
one.
is similar to that too, but like for an Indonesian
What was
talent
it?
show.
Ooh, is that
And yeah.
the talent show?
Yes.
The
That shall
okay.
not be named. Um
Wait, a talent show or like a singing talent
a
show?
singing competition kind of thing. It's kind of popular and stuff.
Okay.
But
Okay.
basically, they have this audition process that usually they would only accept 2 people out of hundreds and thousands of people. And then after that, you go to the next round, which okay, so for the first audition, you only get to audition in front of the um, casting director, I guess, but not the
Uh huh.
judges, basically. And if
Oh,
you
okay.
if you pass that round, you get to audition in front of the judges. And basically, this
Uh-huh.
person contacted me and said, I got an invitation to audition in front of the judges straight away. So I don't have to go through the first audition process.
Uh-huh. Right.
And but then I have a few friends who went on the competition like the year before, and they were saying how scripted it is. So I'm just like, you know what, maybe this is not for me. And also I'm just like a very insecure person. that
Wait, so you didn't take the chance?
No. I gave her all my informations and stuff, and she's and the person basically told me to send in a video of me singing.
Oh, huh.
And I never sent it.
No, you could have been the winner.
No. The thing is, because it's Indonesian, again, with my insecurity with my Indo singing, I know for a fact that they're gonna ask me to sing something in Indo. So I'm just like, you know what? No.
And you're gonna sing Indonesia Raya,
Oh my
and you
God.
forget it.
It's
and
very true. What was I got? Because one of the requirements is to sing an Indonesian song. And I'm just like, what in the world would I sing? Yeah, so I didn't do that. But with competition...
Wait, was that why?
One of the reasons.
You
why.
didn't No, was that why you didn't audition for, the musical that happened a couple months ago?
Yes.
Which happened to be That's why you didn't want to audition?
Yes. It's really bad.
You should have.
My thing with me not being able to roll my R's is bad. It is hindering me.
Okay, let's practice.
I've been practicing because for one of my exams, I have to sing in a Cockney accent. And they kind of roll their tongues.
Do they roll their R's?
Yes.
Oh.
And sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. So it's getting there, but it's not consistent yet. So we'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I missed a lot of
Oh my God.
a lot of opportunities and auditions because it's in Indo. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could definitely. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine if you practice it more and more and more.
Yeah, and also I don't think people would mind it too. It's just a me thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my challenge for you.
No,
Indonesian song.
I don't think I can ever post.
Oh my God.
Me singing. Oh, I did once actually. Did an audition in Indo for one of the universities here in Indo. I was gonna go there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was gonna take music vocal performance there, and then I had to send in an audition. Yes, that's
okay. For you guys listeners, you need to watch the YouTube videos to see what we're talking about.
I'm pretty sure I whispered that.
Okay.
So if you put it on full volume, you probably
just mouth
can.
it. Okay.
But yeah, it was that, and I mean, I got in.
What did you sing?
I can't remember. I can't remember. It's apalah arti menunggu or something like that.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I feel like all of these memories are coming back to me because I've blocked all of them out of my brain, and because we're talking about this, everything is coming back. I did a singing competition in high school where I had to sing an Indonesian song. I think this is part of my trauma because I sang the exact same song, that one, and during the audition, I guess, the competition, it was like in a private room, and my voice wasn't that good yet. Still not good now, but like it was so bad then.
What? No. Oh my god.
But it's just not stable, and
Yeah.
cause having to switch from a chest voice to a mix to like a head voice and stuff, it's very difficult, right? And I haven't quite mastered that yet at the time. And I remember the judges were like, "Oh, she changed her voice. Her voice changes." They literally said that in front of me while I was singing. And I'm just like, damn.
Wait, who
That
are the
was
judges?
harsh. Some Indonesian.
No, like, is it from your school or like is like?
It's like a national competition, but I was representing the school, quote unquote representing.
Oh, I see.
Basically, the school just asked me to join the competition, so I did, and then that's what they responded with. I'm just like, ugh. They just weren't kind at all.
Damn it.
Yeah. I think that really affects my judgment with the singing competition that I was invited to. Yeah. And I think their comments are just so harsh. It's unnecessarily harsh.
Yeah. Yeah, why would they even do that? Like, do it when you're outside of the room so you wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you trying to achieve?
Like, if you're gonna, like, talk bad about, like, the auditioning.
Exactly. That's just gonna put them down.
That's, like, unprofessional as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just glad that the auditions that I did these few months, all of the production team are so supportive and so nice. They're all like, "Oh, if you're nervous, just take a moment." And even if anyone mess up, they're still like cheering you on and was very supportive.
Yeah.
So I think that's great. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Oh, how I miss that. Well, I do want to share my experience on auditioning, but like, so as you all know, well, maybe not all of you, but as Joe might know, I had to audition for performing art universities, colleges.
I think I saw your audition video.
Where, when?
YouTube, on your YouTube.
Yeah, there are some audition videos that I needed to record it onto YouTube because that was just a requirement. But there was there's this thing when you're a high schooler in the US and you're pursuing musical theater for your next education, is that there's this thing called unified, right? So basically all the schools across the board, across the nation, get into one place. Like in my case, it was in Chicago. So all these schools, like from, I think most of them are private schools. They got into this one hotel and they booked the hotel for, let's say, 4 days, where they just held auditions back to back. So all the auditions are happening at the same time. So it's just convenient for all of us to, just get to the hotel, pay it, and then you'll see a list of schools that are holding auditions. So that was
fun.
A stressful audience. Huh?
Oh.
What?
I just said that sounds so fun. As you were saying, it was stressful.
It was fun before you got there.
Uh-huh.
But even before there, even before, because, you can't... Okay, there are, for auditionings, you can do either two ways. Like, you can audition in the beginning, like before you get there, or the second one is when you do walk-ins, when you just signed up and you go on audition. But usually they don't have spots when you do walk-ins. Like, they have limited spots. So your chances are small. So what you would do is that 2 months before you go to this unified, you would just start to apply, and then you get your, you can audition and then blah blah blah, and then
Mm-hmm.
during that time in the unified you do your in person like interview and all those things. But it was stressful because literally people who are like who look like you are in the hallway warming up and stretching, and you see like yourself like like people are fighting for spots.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you see like, oh my god, this is the industry. We are fighting for roles. We are fighting for what seems to be like prestigious schools.
Mm-hmm.
But I got intimidated 100%. 24/7 when I was there, I was like, these are the people that I'm like competing with.
Yeah.
So that's the part where offline auditions sometimes are not really the best part. Because when it's online, you just focus on yourself. When it's offline, you see other people are doing the same thing that you are doing.
Yeah, I
So
was thinking the same thing.
that's-
I'm like, all of these auditions that I did, I kind of didn't think about that. I didn't think that was part of the audition process. Like, meeting
Yeah.
people who are auditioning as
Yeah.
well. Because with online, you don't see other people.
You don't, yeah. And they said that your audition starts even before you walk into the room. I'm sure you heard about this,
I
but
know.
the proctors, the
hate
people who are waiting to call your names, they look at like how you talk, you
Yeah.
speak, how you interact with other auditioners.
Yeah.
So, when you're waiting for your turn, you need to be paying attention to what you do, what you talk about, because they look at you, they pay attention.
Mhm.
And that's scary.
Even your walk.
Even your walk. Even your walk.
Oh, it's very nerve-wracking.
stress
So
it
for
out.
those of you who think that being in music theater is easy peasy, no, it's not. It's a mental roller
It's
coaster.
really not. Yeah. It really is. Because when you mess up, you just like... It's such a like a small world. Everyone knows
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yeah,
So like...
especially in the industry.
Exactly.
We kind of just
And
know each
you
other.
want to keep good relationships, even though
Mhm.
maybe you don't like the person, you don't like the choreographer, you don't like the director, casting director. You can't show that.
Yeah, exactly.
Not in front of them.
Exactly.
Just keep it to yourself. Maybe write it down. Don't, because people
Yeah.
will know.
It's very true. That's very true.
Yeah.
I was about to say something, but I forgot. Oh, for one of my auditions, I had to do a callback. Maybe we can get into callbacks. Have you ever had a
Yeah.
callback? Because callbacks are scary.
I
I think it's scarier than the audition itself. For some reason.
I feel like it is. Because usually with callbacks, I don't know about you, Joe, but sometimes they don't provide the materials beforehand. Sometimes
Mhm.
they want you to just get into, just go to the audition space or like the audition location, and then
Yeah.
they would give you materials like sides to read, or like like in my case it would usually like be like improvisation, and like
Uh-huh.
they just want to test you out. So but yeah, how about you? Like were there any?
The first callback I've ever gotten was I don't know if this is considered a callback or not, because it happens on that same day of the audition. Basically, after I got out of the room, someone came up to me and be like, "Oh, please stay for a few minutes and we'll call you back in. Just
Yeah, that's a callback.
yeah, so like learn this song." And it was for this musical that thankfully I do know a little bit about it, about the song that they're using for the callback. So I had like 15 minutes to listen to it and to learn it. And the thing is, they didn't have any music sheet because it's just like a small theater community. And so they just gave me the lyrics, and I'm just like, would help if there's a sheet music, I can
Oh
I
my
can
god. Yeah.
read the melodies and everything. But
Uh-huh.
no, but yeah, thankfully I do know the song quite a bit. But for this one, I got a call back and they asked me to sing a song that I've never listened to before in my life. It's like an original Australian musical, so naturally I don't know anything about it.
Fun.
And also the song's not on Spotify. There's only like one or two people singing it on YouTube, and it's originally sung by a male, I think. So that was but they gave me like a week to prepare, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Yeah, but I think
Did you end up
callbacks-
booking the part?
Yes, I did.
Yes. For both?
Yeah. Oh no, wait. Both? What's the other one?
Because you said the first one, the one that you had the lyrics for, and the second one is the...
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, stay tuned this November 27th.
For which one?
For this one.
The one that you talked in the beginning?
The one that
The one that you had the live audition?
No.
Oh my god, it's
The
a
other
different one?
Yes. I
Which
had like
one?
3. Okay, so I had 3 auditions, right? The first one is the program one, the one you are auditioning to. The second one is this one, which I got a call back for, and I got the part. It's like
okay, this one you got the part already.
But it's like an online
And then the other
online thing, online performance. And the other one I'm still waiting for a reply because the audition was literally like 2 days ago. Yeah. But I have a few. Honestly, I don't know why. The first half of this year, I wasn't doing anything. And then the second half, now till like December, it's just everything's piling up and I'm just like, what is going on? I am very overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you that. How are you gonna like 3 productions at the same well, 2 productions and 1 training. Everything
And
is online.
Uni. Oh god.
And uni.
Also my
and
uni
live.
the class that I'm taking for this trimester is like a performance study, so I have to prepare like 2 solos, which is like, you know, it's supposed to be like a performance on stage, but since it's online, I have to have a set and everything ready too. So I have to do both of that for my midterms, and for finals they usually do a musical. So I don't know what's gonna happen to me.
You just gotta make it. Well, you made a musical, so you just gotta make another one.
Oh my god.
Full scale musical.
Yeah. So for those of you who are wondering if Sensticom's gonna have any productions, and if you're wondering why we haven't made any this year, it's because I've been a little bit busy, and I think adding a production from Sensticom would drive me insane.
So maybe next year?
Yes, please look forward to that, hopefully.
Oh my god, can we please do another Christmas thing?
It's in the works. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, yeah. Because when it comes to the burr months, you know, the last 4 months of the year, all I could think of is literally just Christmas.
Wait, but we have Halloween next month.
No, I know we have Halloween, but just like, I'm not so super like a Halloween person.
No, definitely.
Like, although I love celebrating it, like, it doesn't excite me as much as Christmas. Like, it's just like, the feeling is so different. But I love
agree.
Halloween, so like, don't hate me for not liking Halloween over Christmas.
Yeah, there are 2
Yeah.
types of people: people who are obsessed with Halloween and people who are obsessed with Christmas. There's no in between. Well, there's Thanksgiving.
There's Thanksgiving, but It's just that awkward kind of spot
Yeah.
where like you're like, okay, okay.
Also,
Is it
it's
Christmas already? No.
Thanksgiving is an American thing, right? It's not a thing anywhere else.
It is an American thing.
Yeah, because we don't have Thanksgiving.
We don't.
Well,
We don't.
but yeah, that's
And-
our
And we don't have
experience.
Halloween either. It's an American thing
No.
as well, Joe. We're saying like it's our thing. It's
That's
not.
very true. That's very true. But it's fun to dress up. I was a cat
Yeah.
last year.
From Cats?
Yes.
Well, wait. Actually,
I
2
love
years
how,
ago,
wait,
I was like,
wait,
I was a cat.
I love how you're just holding a banana.
Actually,
2
2 years
ago,
ago,
you
I
were a
dressed up
cat?
as a cat. But just guess what cat I was from?
I don't
It's
know.
not from Cats. It's from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh,
Do you know, the blue-
Cheshire cat.
Yeah,
Chesh-
Cheshire cat. Cheshire cat. Yeah.
The smiley cat.
I was that.
I need
The smiley
pictures.
cat.
Darren, I need pictures.
You need pictures?
Mm-hmm. Send me a picture.
like okay, actually let me show. Like the way I dressed up is not like I kind of modified it.
Mm.
Um
I was a clown 2 years ago. I'm a clown every day, but
I was like
but 2 years
Oh,
ago I was a
well.
proper clown.
you're a proper clown.
I was like a demonic clown. Actually, this is just like a makeshift Halloween costume because I was invited to like a Halloween party, but it was
Uh-huh.
pretty last minute, and I'm like, I don't want to spend money on a costume, so look,
Yeah.
this is me.
Ooh, oh, so you put a lot on your makeup.
Yeah, and I just put like.
Wait, where was that?
It was in Sydney.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Wait,
I just
Joe,
put
look at
on
this,
like a
bro.
little
you can't
black
really
dress.
see, but you know I ordered
Oh,
the shirt,
yeah.
but the rest is just like, it's not really cat-like. It's just like
Maybe we
black
should
jacket.
do something for Halloween
tights.
this year.
We should. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm down.
Well, to be fair, it's Halloween for us all year round when you're a performer.
That's true.
You get to be someone else every time you're singing.
every time.
Yeah.
Do you ever get to be yourself? Not so
No.
much. You'll never see the real us.
You'll never know when we're acting or not in front of you.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Oh, well, that was our
Audition.
experience. I don't know. I can't think of any more audition stories. Can you? Ooh, I did once that, like, I sang so loud that people from outside, all the other auditionees, they heard me too. That was exciting. And I was the first one in. Scary. Because I have a loud voice.
You're the first. Oh. Yes, scare them with your voice.
Yeah. And I ended up getting the part, actually. I ended up getting the part, but at the time I had other commitments too. And I couldn't make it to a few rehearsals. So I got switched to ensemble. But that was okay too. Being in an ensemble is fun, actually, you know?
It's fun. It really.
You get
it
to
really
sing
is
a
fun
lot.
because you get to bond.
Yeah, exactly.
And you get to bond with the people.
Yeah. I actually love being in an ensemble. And, like, there's less pressure, too.
There's less pressure. Yeah. I was going to say, you mentioned how you did your audition. This audition, you were the first person to did it. and that also depends on, the mood of the auditioners. Because sometimes when it's at the end of the day and it's your turn, you just have this much effort that you need to
Yeah.
put into your audition, to your piece, because they might not be in a good mood. Maybe they're hungry, maybe they're tired, maybe they're
Yeah.
sleepy. But they still have to watch you and see you perform. Like, sometimes they get grumpy, and that's scary.
Yeah.
And I think I've got this one audition where I did almost, I think I was the last two or three, but the guy was really nice, and when I said I'm from Indonesia, he's like even more surprised, and he was like an old man, and he ended up giving me one of his books. So
That's so cute.
it was, I think so. He was like a writer as well.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
he
that's
gave
so
me like this
sweet.
little workshop on my monologue. So that was really nice of him. Like I would not expect that, because it was like 6 p.m. and they were just wrapping up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like a nice one. So
Yeah. Bless people like that.
right.
Or just kind to auditionees.
And like you just like the people who like makes you feel comfortable in the audition room.
It helps with their performance
Like you
too.
just know. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't see why they should be mean.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had some mean auditioners. Wasn't
You just
fun.
I feel like you would know the vibe the minute you step into the room.
Yeah.
Because like either they would be like hi, or like they'd be like
But
Or,
sometimes some of them like they want to show authority too, which sucks.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The way they show it is just
Well. Anyway.
that's auditions live.
If you're out there and you are a struggling actress or actor like we are, hang in there. And also,
And
if you don't get the part, doesn't mean that it's on you. Sometimes,
yeah.
like, it's good to just audition everywhere and every time, because even if you don't get the part, these people, the non-production people, would, know about you. And maybe you are not perfect for this role, essentially. You're not what they're looking for. But if they're making another production, they could, think about you specifically and be like, oh, we should call them back,
Yeah. You'll
That's
just
like-
never know.
It's like a tip from us.
Yeah. And if you thought that performers' main responsibility is to perform, think twice. Because my teacher would usually say that a performer's or like an actor's job is to audition. Because like she would use like every 100 auditions that you go, you just get one. So like 1 out of 100. Like you just get okay, that's another topic, rejections. I think we need to talk about rejections on another episode, because we do get used to rejections by this point, because we've gone through so much auditions, life-changing experiences, the way I never thought of myself, through that kind of perspective.
Yeah.
So we get used to rejections, and you just gotta deal with it.
Yeah. And
And have a thick skin.
It's not the end of the world too if you get rejected.
Maybe the first time you thought that's the end of the world.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah. I agree
So
to that.
Yeah.
It's tough out here, kids.
It's it really is. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like I keep saying this to people, that if you are not 100% passionate in theater, you're not gonna last. Because first off, it's very tough with auditions and stuff, but also it doesn't pay a lot.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people's image of people in the arts is that they are loaded with cash because of all the roles they book. But like, no.
I think you pay more than what you get.
Exactly. Especially ballerinas, one of them is ballerinas. I
Really?
feel like people often kind of they think ballerinas are just like, it's easy to be a ballerina, but like no.
Twirl, turn.
It's so different and like physically it's very demanding, but also financially you have to get a new point shoes every 3 days. Literally, so for the professional ballerinas, they would use their shoes 3 times for 3 rehearsals. And one shoe costs more than $100. It's insane. I had a phase where I was obsessed with watching ballerinas and like ballet videos, information about ballet. And I was so shocked. I'm like, where are they getting all these money from? It's crazy. So like, don't underestimate people in the arts. People.
Never. Never.
They are athletes.
They're athletes.
Yeah. Well.
That was Audition for you.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone who's listening or watching, you guys have like same experience, do tell us. Do DM us and talk about your experience. Maybe we can talk more about it because we would love to hear your stories.
Or if you want to ask for advice, we may not have the best answers, but we can go help you find the answers.
Yes, we can definitely help you find the answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, I think okay. This isn't. Maybe I think this would be a great topic because we both have been the auditioners, like people who are auditioning, but you've been behind the table, right? Auditioning people. So I think that would be another story, and I think I've done.
Should we do a part 2?
We should do a part 2 where, because this time we're like from a performer perspective.
Yeah.
But next time we do like
the production team perspective.
Production team
Oh,
perspective.
I have stories.
Oh my god,
goodness.
Yeah, we should only. Oh my god, yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
We should
But I think for now, this is it.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to hear more about our audition stories behind the table, on the other side of it, who makes the decisions, who make all these fun little things we can do, do listen to our second part later on.
Yeah.
Part 2. So yeah.
Because we have stories. Horror stories, shall I add?
There's always stories.
Because it's honestly, if I can be honest, it's harder being, the production team rather than the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. We can talk a lot about that because you have to think about a lot of things before you make the decisions. Just tons of things.
But I think that's all we got for auditions.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. This is episode 13. Don't forget to watch our podcast on YouTube. And this will go up hopefully this Friday.
Yes. We don't have a fixed schedule anymore, guys. We're so sorry. We're a little bit busy with other things.
Just a little. Just a little.
But we still love doing this, so we're still gonna continue doing it, but at our own time. But we will always let you know on our Instagram, so be sure to follow us on Instagram at unscripted.pod.
Yes, follow us and
follow our personal accounts too.
Oh, follow our personal accounts too. It's on the description, and also it's on our bio.
Yeah.
So please, if you like the way we talk, or you just want to be a nice person, please follow us.
Yeah.
On our Instagram.
And like DM us if you're from Unscripted, and we'll follow you
yeah.
back.
Yeah, please do.
We're nice people.
So,
we
yeah.
follow back.
Yeah, we will follow you back. Just be nice to us, and we'll be nice to you.
Just let us know.
Just let us know. Just let us know. So yeah.
Yeah.
We'll call you back.
Well, thank you for listening or watching. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we'll
see you in the
on
next episode.
Yeah. Bye-bye.